For an occasion such as this is about the time where we talk about thousands and thousands of embarrassing stories about Dave. Instead, I'll give you two. My name is Scott. I met Dave in high school freshman year. And hanging out with Dave a lot, you would go sleep over at his house. And you did three things when you slept over at Dave's house. You watched a movie. Dave said something smart aleck to his mom. And she would chase him around the house with a spatula. And the third thing you would do, in the middle of the night, you'd sneak out of the house, go across the street, and egg his neighbor's house. So, the summer of our freshman year, Dave invited me on a trip with his family. And the night before, I slept over at Dave's house. We watched a movie. Dave said something lovely to his mother. And right before it got dark, his mom came into his room and said, "If you guys sneak out of the house and egg the neighbor's house, you're not going on this trip." She closed the door and went into her room. Me and Dave continued to play video games. Video games ended, and he had a bunk bed, so I got into the bottom bunk, and Dave, right before he got into bed, opened his pillowcase and showed me a dozen eggs. And me, being the perfect child and friend, said, "David, you can't do that." And Dave, in typical fashion, said, "Yes, we can." She didn't say, "We can." She said, "We can't sneak out of the house." So, Dave opened his window, took down the screen, grabbed an egg, got down on one knee, and threw an egg. It went through the window and landed in the middle of the street. He said, "I gotta do that again." Okay. He grabbed another egg, got down on his knee, threw the egg, and it hit the corner of the window and splattered all in the room. Immediately, you hear, "David!" Dave turns, jumps straight to the top bunk, and his mother opens the door. "What are you doing in here?" "Nothing, Mom, we're sleeping. Go." "What are you doing?" "Oh, we're gonna be on a trip tomorrow. Go to bed. What are you doing up?" So she said, "Okay, I'm going to bed." She left and went to bed. Dave had to clean the egg off the wall. Sat downstairs, grabbed a washcloth, came back upstairs, and it was pitch dark in his room. He didn't want to turn the light on, so he starts scrubbing the wall. And all of a sudden you hear, "Damn it!" He turns, runs, and jumps on top of the bunk again. Dory runs in. "What are you doing?" "Nothing, Mom. We're just sleeping." "Oh, why are you bothering us? Go to bed." So she went back to bed. Dave thought he cleaned all of it off. So we went to sleep. The next morning, all I hear is, "Damn it!" And we wake up, and Dorian's in his room, and there's egg all over the wall. "David, you better clean this up before your father sees this." So we cleaned all the egg off the wall before we left. And we went on the trip. We had a great time. My other story about Dave is Dave gives great advice about relationships. And he gave me some great advice last year. You see, last year, my Xbox broke. And I told my girlfriend, all I want for Christmas is an Xbox. Beginning, end of list, Xbox. Christmas comes around. Next morning, Christmas, we exchange gifts. I opened mine first. She made me a homemade picture frame with a picture of us from our first date together. I said, whoa. Which was fine, because I took Dave's advice, and I got her an Xbox. The last thing I'll say about Dave is, if you ever want to get in an argument with somebody and lose, get in an argument with this guy. You could say today's Thursday, Dave will say, no, today is Friday, and it could be Thursday. He will fight you to the bitter end. He believes in what he says. It's Friday. Which is a great description about Dave, because Dave is a believer and a fighter. And that's two great things that you found in someone, Heather. So Dave, you're a great guy. I believe in you. And I'm so glad that you're a fighter and a believer. Congratulations.